Welcome back to Math Station. This is second lecture of our playlist F4 Become Mathematical and Statistical Technique. Okay, so शेयर टॉपिक का लेक्चर चल रहा है, ये सेकंड लेक्चर है. लास्ट टाइम हम लोगों ने देखा था ये फॉर्मूलाज. All these formulas, please remember this formula and you can solve each and every problem. So I have taken example from each of these above problem. Let's start. Okay, so see the first question. Find how many shares of market value of rupees 50 with face value of rupees 10 can be purchased for rupees 10,000. करेक्ट. तो मार्केट वैल्यू क्या दिया है? मार्केट वैल्यू दिया है 50 रुपीज़. फेस वैल्यू दिया है 10 रुपीज़ एंड कैन बी परचेज फ्रॉम, यानी अमाउंट इन्वेस्टेड कितना अमाउंट है? अमाउंट इन्वेस्टेड इज इक्वल टू व्हाट? 10,000. करेक्ट. पता क्या करना है? हाउ मेनी शेयर्स ऑफ मार्केट वैल्यू, नंबर ऑफ शेयर्स पता करना है. तो अपने पास एक फॉर्मूला है. नंबर ऑफ शेयर्स परचेस्ड इज इक्वल टू टोटल अमाउंट इन्वेस्टेड बाय मार्केट प्राइस ऑफ a share. Now see here, since there is no brokerage involved, then purchase price of a share is equal to market price of a share, because purchase cost or purchase cost of one share is equal to क्या होता है? Market price of one share, and since you are purchasing, then plus brokerage charge. Okay. Since there is no brokerage charge, so brokerage charge is 0. So therefore, purchase cost of one share is equal to market price of one share. Now find out how many number of shares. So there is a formula, number of shares is equal to amount invested divided by purchase price of one share, purchase cost of one share, or purchase price of one share. Okay. So what is amount invested? Amount invested is 10,000 divided by purchase cost of one share. So since there is no brokerage involved, purchase cost is equal to market value, which is equal to 50. So this will become, I think, 200. Okay. So how many number of shares you can bought by 10,000 rupees? 200 rupees. 200 shares. Okay. Suppose if I am adding here that brokerage charge is what? 1%. Okay. I have added that find how many shares of market value of rupees 50 with face value rupees 10 can be purchased for rupees 10,000 with brokerage charge of 1%. So how you will solve it? So see here. So now brokerage charge is 1%. Therefore, purchase cost of one share will be equal to market price of one share plus brokerage charge. And I always say that brokerage charge is based on market price. So market price of one share is what? 50 plus brokerage charge is what? 1%. So 1% of what? 1% of market price of share. So 1% of 50. So this is 50 plus 1 by 100 into 50. So this is nothing but 50 plus 0.5, which is equal to 50.5. Now find out number of shares. So number of shares is equal to amount invested divided by purchase cost of one share. Amount invested is what? 10,000 divided by 50.5. Now find out. I have calci, so I will do 10,000 divided by 50.5. So this is equal to 198.02. So I will write up to 2 decimal. Okay. 198.02. So see here, when there was no brokerage charge, you can buy up to 200 shares. But since there are a brokerage charge, you can buy only up to 198.02 shares, unit of shares. Okay. So this is the difference. Fine. Okay. So let me rough this so that we can solve the second question. Okay. What is second question? Mr. Sandeep received rupees 4,30,270 after selling shares of a company at market price of rupees 720. Okay. Through share accounts limited with brokerage 0.4%. Find the number of shares he sold. Fine. So here market price is given what? 720 rupees. Amount received is what? 4,30,272, and brokerage charge is what? 0.4%. Now see, Sandeep received this amount after selling shares. So therefore selling price of one share will be what? Market price of one share plus or minus. Since he is selling, therefore brokerage charge will be deducted from market price minus brokerage charge. So market price is what? 720 rupees. What is brokerage charge? 0.4% of market price, which is 720. So this will be 720 minus 0.4 by 100. Percent means what? By 100 into 720. 0, 0. And this will become 720 minus. Okay, what is... can write this as... Okay, I will directly do this. 0.4 multiplied by 7.2 is equal to 2.88. 2.88. Now 720 minus 2.88. 720 minus 2.88. So this will become 717.12. So as selling price of shares was 720 rupees, market price is 720 rupees and brokerage charge is 0.4%. So selling price becomes 717.12. Now to find out number of shares, what you have a formula? Number of shares, since he is selling, right? So amount received, not amount invested. Amount invested when you are purchasing a share. The number of shares is equal to amount received by selling price of one share. Okay. So amount received is what? 430,272. Selling price of one share is what? 717.12. Find out by using calci. So 430,272 divided by 717.12. So this becomes 600. Okay. So what is the number of shares he sold? 600. So this is very simple. You can do this. Try to practice from book, practice unsolved questions. Then you will be clear with all the concepts. Okay, see the next question. Deepali invested in shares of Birla Industries of face value 100 rupees. Now she received 1425 rupees as a total dividend at 9.5%. Find the number of shares she bought. Okay, so total dividend 1425. So see here we have a formula here. Total dividend is equal to what? Rate of dividend multiplied by face value into number of shares by 100. So till now we have done this problem on this formula, problem on this formula. Now we are doing problem on this formula. So what is the formula? Total dividend is equal to rate of dividend multiplied by face value multiplied by number of shares divided by 100. Fine. So see here, what is the formula? Total dividend is equal to, what is the formula? Total dividend is equal to rate of dividend into face value into number of shares. So rate of dividend into face value into number of shares divided by 100. Okay, so this is the formula. Now see here, in the last lecture, what I'm telling you, that rate of dividend, you have to just put the value here. So I can write this formula as also, that rate of dividend into face value into number of shares. Okay, so since here 100 is also already mentioned, so suppose if I'm writing, see here, you have been given total dividend as 1425 rupees, correct? So write at the place of total dividend 1425. Now what is rate of dividend? 9.5%. To see here in this formula already 100 is mentioned here, so I will write 9.5 at the place of rate of dividend, and since already 100 is mentioned, so I will add 100 here. Suppose if I am not seeing this formula and I am seeing this formula, since there is not 100 and rate of dividend is what? Percentage. So because in some book this formula is given, in some book this formula is given, so this is nothing but rate of dividend is what? 9.5%. So 9.5%, and percent means what? Percent means 1 by 100. Okay, so this become 100. So this is the difference, because there is two books and I have referred two books, and in the two books there is different form. Fine. So this is the simple thing which you have to keep in mind. So rate of dividend is what? 9.5 multiplied by face value is what? What is the face value? 100 rupees. And what you have to find out? Number of shares. So number of shares. Okay. Now 100 cancel. Now you have to find out number of shares. So this 9.5 will go in the denominator. So this implies number of shares is equal to what? 1425 divided by 9.5. Okay. So 1425 divided by 9.5. So this is equal to 150. So 150 of unit of shares he has bought. Correct? So this is the answer. Fine. So 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So I am doing fourth question. So actually I'm creating each video of only 20 minutes. So let's see how much of this goes. Fine. So comparison of two stocks. So whenever you have the question of compare between the two stock, which stocks to invest, so you will always have to find out rate of return. Okay. So we have the formula for the rate of return. So rate of return is equal to what? Dividend received per share divided by investment in one shares. Correct. So now we will solve questions on this. So rate of return is equal to what? Dividend received per shares divided by investment in one share multiplied by 100. Okay. So here, fine. So rate of return is equal to dividend received on one share or per share divided by investment or purchase price. Investment or purchase price of one share multiplied by 100. Now see here, what is the question? Mr. Subu invested rupees 20,000 in rupees 100 face value shares of a company A at the rate of 125 rupees per share. He received 10% dividend on these shares. Mr. Subu also invested 24,000 in rupees 10 face value shares of company B at rupees 12 per shares, and he received 15% dividend. Which investment is more beneficial? Fine. So see here, for company A, first of all find out rate of return for company A. So for company A, we have to find out rate of return. So rate of return is equal to, now dividend received on one share is what? We have the formula, dividend received on one share is what? Face value of one share multiplied by rate of dividend. Okay. So this is the formula of rate of return. This is the formula of dividend received on one share and divided by investment of one share or market price, purchase cost of one share. So write it as purchase cost of one share multiplied by 100. Now see, what is the face value of company A? So company A has a face value of 100 rupees. So this become 100. Now what is the rate of dividend? Rate of dividend for company A is for 10%. So since rate of dividend, so we will write 10 by 100. So that's why I'm always saying you, whenever there is a not mention of 100, so you have to write the rate of dividend as 10 by 100. Correct? So by purchase cost of one share. Now what is purchase cost of one share? Here company A is what? 125 rupees. So this is the purchase price. Since there is no brokerage involved, therefore purchase price become market price. So this become what? 125. 125 multiplied by 100. So 100 cancel, and 25 5 are 125 4. So this is what? 40 by 5, which is equal to 8%. So for company A, rate of return is what? 8%. Similarly, we will do for company B. So for company B, rate of return. So rate of return is equal to what? Face value of one share multiplied by rate of dividend divided by purchase cost of one share multiplied by 100. So what is the face value of one share? So face value of one share is what? 10 rupees for company B. So 10 rupees for company B multiplied by rate of dividend for company B is what? 15%. See here, read the question properly first of all. So 15 by 100 divided by purchase cost of one share. Purchase cost of one share is what? 12 rupees, since there is no market price involved. So 12 into 100. Correct? So cancel this 100. This will become 150 by 12. What is 150 by 12? 150 divided by 12. So this becomes 12.5%. So rate of return for company A is what? 8%. Rate of return for company B is 12.5%. So in which company you will invest? Of course, company B, because rate of return is more over there. So that's why the answer is company B. Okay, so this question is same as the previous question. This is a homework for you. Please solve this if you want to learn something. And the remaining question we will do it next lecture. So thank you very much. Jai Hind, Jai Maharashtra.